What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here, back with another action figure review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the queen of insect breathing, Kimetsu no Yaiba, BUZZmod Shinobu Kocho. Let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with that sexy packaging. Now for the sexy packaging, it is literally the same thing we have been getting with all the BUZZmod figures. A box that is unnecessarily large and has a bunch of stuff on it. It says Aniplex right there, Demon Slayer right there, Kimetsu no Yaiba, BUZZmod 112 Shinobu Kocho, a window where you can see the figure and some of the accessories, BUZZmod at the bottom, some stuff that I can't read, 1/12, an image of the figure right there, BUZZmod right there, BUZZmod up top, Kimetsu no Yaiba on the side, Kimetsu no Yaiba on the side, and then of course on the back you have some poses you can get the figure into, as well as a bunch of legal stuff that I am unable to read. So let's go ahead and bust this out, because I know I'm late on this figure, but here we are. Now, straight out of the packaging, here Shinobu is looking really good, might I add. Now, first thing I want to say is, guys, I know this review is super late. I'm sorry, but when this figure released, I was moving into a new apartment, and also I had some medical issues that were more important. So that's why I wasn't able to buy this figure right away. But now we finally have it, and I gotta say, this is pretty nice. It's a little bit smaller than I was expecting, especially considering how large BUZZmod figures are, but that's not a bad thing. I actually think that this figure is the right scale. In terms of how it looks, I think it looks really dang good. There's no surprises here. It's pretty much what you would expect. But before I start rambling on, let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now, straight up, man, the first thing I want to throw out there is when it comes to the head sculpt, the hair, the butterfly, everything about this looks really good. Something about the face looks off. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. But there's something about the face that looks off. It doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look perfect. And maybe it's because I just recently saw the Figma, and the Figma looked so good, quote unquote, looked so good. We don't have it yet, but I don't know, something about this just doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't look bad. So I'm not going to bash it. I'm just saying that there's something that looks a little off. In terms of the body, obviously this is new. This is the first female Hashira that we got. And I say that like there's multiple. There's just two. But yeah, the body is different from the upper body. And I believe the legs are actually a different mold as well. Let's go ahead and grab one of these other Hashira and take a look. Yeah, it's not like they took this and scaled it up, because the wrinkles and everything are different on this. So yeah, she's an entirely new mold, thankfully. That's always good. I do still feel like the pants are a little thick. I wish they would slim down on them, but I mean, I don't know. They're swordsmen, so I guess it helps with mobility, and they still don't look too bad, so I'm not going to complain. Really love the, I don't know what you would call these. They're not really gauntlets, but the socks, I guess. We're just going to call them socks. I really love these and how they match the butterfly. I love the purple in her hair. This thing just looks really good, man. They did a good job with this, and BUZZmod is normally known for doing that. These joints are a little bit big in the elbows, but for the most part, I mean, you're probably going to pose her with the jacket, so you really won't see these. But still, all of this just looks really good, and I want to get a close look at that butterfly also for you guys. That looks really dope. I like this a lot. They did a great job with this. Now, in terms of her height, she's actually not very tall at all. To the top of her head, as you can see, she's literally right at 5 inches. So very small figure. Like I said, much smaller than I was expecting. I thought it would have been pushing a little bit over 5, maybe closer to 5.5, but not quite. But still, I'm not complaining. I'll show the size comparisons, and then you guys will see why I think it's a smaller figure. Moving on to her articulation. She looks up very well. you're going to get some really good looking up poses out of her. She looks down pretty well. You can actually adjust that. I was not expecting that, but I'm going to keep that on camera. See that small little peg in there that holds the neck? Wow, that I have never seen that before at all. Hopefully, yeah, I can pop it back on camera. That's good. Actually, maybe I can't. I thought that I could. That is different. All right, I'm going to have to take a break, but I am going to leave that on here for you guys to see. So I'm a firm believer that everything does happen for a reason, and I actually found out something trying to put the head back on. First off, she only looks down about that much, so you're not really getting any movement out of her neck. It's very slim and small, so that'll probably come out of the diaphragm joint, which I'll show in a sec. But this actually comes off. I did not know that. Real ones know why this actually should come off, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, it's on a ball peg and you can actually swivel it, so that's kind of cool. It's unnecessary, but it's cool that you can take it off. Now in terms of the arms, you guys already know she can fly like a butterfly, as she is supposed to. Her arms will come all the way in, so sword swinging poses, no problem whatsoever. She does get swivel, single jointed elbow, not quite double jointed range, but it still can hit most poses, so you don't have to worry about that. In terms of her diaphragm joint, it does help her lean a little bit forward, not entirely, but it will help with those looking down poses. It's the small frame that is kind of stopping it. But yeah, she can lean back very, very far. She does get really good tilt to turn and swivel, all that good stuff. Legs are on that drop down method. They kick forward all the way, so she can kick a demon in the face if she wants to. That's not a problem. They go back about that much. She can do a full split. She does have a thigh swivel. I almost forgot what it was called. Single jointed knee, but this works very well. This actually works very, very well. Now, she does have a swivel at the boot. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, so I'm just going to say she doesn't. But it does kind of rotate, and it helps to bring that leg out a little bit more. Anyway, foot goes down about that much, up about that much. Really, really good ankle rocker, and she does have a toe hinge. So articulation-wise, pretty much standard. You guys know by now what to expect from BUZZmod. Now when it comes to the accessories, she does come with quite a few. She comes with 3 different expressions, one smiling with her eyes closed, one smiling with her mouth open, and then one neutral smile. I really wish that she came with an angry face, because if you read the manga, then you know. That's all I can say. She comes with a pair of relaxed hands. She comes with a pair of gripping hands, fist hands, and palm type hands, or open type hands, whatever you want to call them. She does come with 2 blades. I was tripping out for a second because I didn't know why they did that, but I think it's just because the blade is so thin, they might be expecting you to break it, so I would just recommend keeping 1 in the package. If this blade falls and it's in the figure's hand, it's gonna break. I'm telling you right now, this blade is super thin, so keep 1 of them in the package just in case you need to exchange it. And if you pose this on your shelf, you might want to have it on a stand, because I'm telling you, if this breaks, you are screwed. And I know Figma's not going to include 2 because it's Figma. Anyway, she comes with a blade that is within the sheath, and then she comes with a blade or just the sheath by itself. So yeah, she comes with 2 posed type legs. This can be for when she's sitting or for whenever she's doing an attack. You just take the foot off of the bottom of there, and then you put the foot from the Figma on, or figure on. I said Figma, they know I'm talking about them. But yeah, that's how you swap those. She does come with a mat, and she comes with her haori. I think that's how you say it. But that's not all. Last but certainly not least, she does come with this insect breathing technique, which it's pretty much 4 parts, kind of like the Gyu accessory. You just kind of swivel these, and that's how they work. It's just an assembly piece, and I think it's so cool that they included these. This looks really dang good, man. I've got to give it to them. When it comes to accessories, BUZZmod's usually top notch, and for what we pay for these, they better be. Now moving on to size comparisons, here she is standing next to her Figma counterparts. We have the Figma Tanjiro, the Figma Zenitsu, and the Figma Inosuke, which, it's weird. And this is exactly why I said I'm not sure if her height is correct, because I believe she's actually taller than them. I couldn't find any images, but I found one. I'll place it on the screen where she's standing over Zenitsu. And I know she's older. She's 18 while they're 14 and 15. But I don't know. I thought that she was supposed to be taller. This doesn't bother me. It's just the fact that if she's smaller than the Figma, she's definitely out of scale with the BUZZmod if she's supposed to be taller than them. I don't know. You guys tell me. Next up, here she is standing next to the Figma Nezuko, which, as you can see, Nezuko is taller. Once again, I'll say this. Nezuko is a demon, so she can kind of shapeshift and get larger, get smaller. So this doesn't bother me too much, even though I am 100% sure she's taller than Nezuko. And then here we have her standing next to the BUZZmods, Giyu, and Rengoku. Now, when you look at a size chart, this is pretty much accurate. So I don't know. It's weird. In the anime, I think they really just draw her taller sometimes and then smaller other times. Maybe the different artists and composers just don't know, so they just draw her. I don't know. You guys tell me once again. And lastly, for some extras, here she is standing next to the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball CGI Superhero Piccolo. Joy, I did this for you if you're watching. We have him standing next to the Mafex or Metacom Toys Captain America from Endgame and the Marvel Legends Gamerverse PS4/PS5 Spider-Man. Now, for my final thoughts about this figure, I gotta say, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but out of the Hashira especially, she's the best. She is definitely the best. Rengoku was a great figure, in my opinion, but from the sound of it, everyone had an issue where the left leg was just falling off. You pose him around, leg falls off. You pose him around, leg falls off. Giyu he's an okay figure, but it's not a satisfying release. Something about the Giyu figure just doesn't work. And he's my favorite character, so my opinion on him should be biased. Just something about that figure wasn't doing it. The head articulation is awful. That's one thing I'll definitely say is problematic. Everything else is pretty much the same that we've been getting with other figures. But this Shinobu, I really feel like they did a great job with it. It's a brand new mold. Maybe they tweaked a couple of things that were issues with the past figures, and they really made everything work with her. The jacket is a little bit annoying because it does kind of flare out. It's very difficult to get her where her arms are just relaxed. You kind of have to tuck the upper piece, which is this one right here, behind her arm to get it to sit flush. Otherwise, it's always going to be flaring out. But that's literally the only issue I have with this figure. I really wish it came with one more expression, but we're not going to talk about that. Overall, I think this is a solid release. I am very happy with this. Maybe it should be taller. That I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch the anime. But for now, this is the Shinobu figure to have. Accessory-wise, they're already doing better than Figma. And Figma comes with some okay stuff, but this one has just taken the cake. I really can't wait to see how they size up to one another. That's going to be a pretty fun comparison for sure. We'll see which one takes the cake. In terms of looks, I do think that the Figma looks better, but I don't have it in hand, so I'm not even going to get into my opinions on that. But overall, if you want this figure, I do recommend picking it up. It's solid. It's a good release. I think she's a little bit cheaper than the rest of them. I don't recommend paying over $140 for it. That's about the standard for most of these, but I would not pay over $140, $150 for this. Don't do it. Just wait. Somewhere you will see someone selling it for a little bit cheaper. But anyway, that's my review. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new content. And lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.